Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with our Justin Fields rebuild. As we're going up against the first place Vikings. This is for the division right now. Whoever gets this has the tiebreaker. If we get this, we are tied with the tiebreaker, so we take it up. If the Vikings do win this, they technically go up a game and a half. As for our scouting this week, I think we might look for another tight end either in the draft or maybe we'll look for something there. The draft might be a good way to go. Here we go, prime time game. Let's go, baby.
From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Fields.
Soldier Field opened back
Go, baby.
in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage.
This is
here in Chicago.
it.
Tonight we polish off week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
All right, Kirk Cousins.
To go to work, led out by their quarterback,
16-2 so far this season. The biggest thing is, can he overcome his primetime woes and, well, his playoff woes that he's had troubles with in Minnesota. Looking here, that's going over the middle, and that's going to be caught by Irv Smith.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 4 catches.
Tonga checks in the middle of the defense. And that's a big hit there by Trevathan. That's Dalvin Cook getting his first carry of the day.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
And that is a good throw, good placement, and a good catch to Thielen. Just patched and outreached Trevathan. Nothing Trevathan can do right there. Going over, and that is overthrown. Should have been intercepted. As Rodgers, 3 more interceptions, this time against the Jags, as they lose. Big upset there in Green Bay. And there's Johnson with the stop. And Jones putting it on there for the Giants. To show what he can do. And Carolina, 1-point victory. Irv Smith with a first down.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And that's saved by Eddie Jackson.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Denver with Teddy B doing some work too.
They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 17, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Jefferson is ran out of bounds, but not before getting a first down there.
Cousins in step with Jefferson.
Zach Wilson getting a win there against Tua. And that is a false start.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that is miscommunication.
But it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play.
And that is Edwards with the sack. Nowhere to go with that football, though. Cousins.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there.
And look at Cam in New England, 8-1.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get.
And Lamar is throwing to Sammy Watkins.
With success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little.
All right, Justin Fields, let's go, baby.
Probed it early and got it done.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Got 13 interceptions.
And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 9 carries, 63 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish.
This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal at the Vikings 4-yard line.
Eluding the
And into the end zone, let's go, little bootleg.
in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And there's Hicks with the stop.
Great spot to be in, but I love
Only
the
gain of
focus
3.
if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know
There's Trevathan.
Right.
so they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And there's Tonga, the rookie. Look at the big tackle. Let's go.
Call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling
yards on the return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak
He's out of bounds.
out of the playoffs.
I threw that out of bounds on purpose.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And it's dropped by Cohen.
Gonna be incomplete.
Intended for Tariq Cohen. Incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they
There's Khalil Mack Edwards.
cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent.
We might.
There on third down. Give them 25.
I don't want to play a little
Offense finding its legs now.
3 safety. I don't need to.
Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's a false start.
We've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. Cook following the penalty.
Nowhere to go.
Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Mario Edwards from his in spot able to push in there and drop him behind the line.
And again, this time it's Irv Smith.
Yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Draw play.
Nowhere to go. Roquan stay with the stop.
Yard here from the 49 to the 50. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at
And
you.
there's
And
Edwards.
get your eyes in the wrong place.
Maybe a gain of a couple there.
He correctly figured
And that is out of field goal range.
they dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down.
Not Kirk Cousins' fault, but just not running the
Pick up a first down, but the
offense very well.
and finished it off.
And this
It's
one
out to
sails
25.
out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdowns against
Offense. They're on a
the
3-game
pack.
winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this will be a Bears first down as we get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target.
Had to go somewhere under pressure.
And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And Mooney, 1st down.
Down the middle of the field. And he'll be
It's there by Earl Thomas.
Gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And Ridley just doesn't.
Now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
It's not where I wanted that ball, but
His guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd maybe
I just misplaced that ball. That is user error. And Tonga.
They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Do we really need Eddie Goldman? Do we trade him if we haven't already?
Can you hang in there and not try and force something?
Tonga's played well.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to get this one across.
Edwards is banged up. Looks like he ran into another
They're
bear.
going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Nichols gonna check in now.
When we get back.
And Nichols a first play, not going anywhere.
This go around, he's hit behind the line and taken down.
There's a torn labrum.
Full 3 yards.
It's at least
Action there. Brings up second down.
a 4 to 6 week.
Cousins now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down.
And the edge cannot be set.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Open man is Thielen, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down from Minnesota, Cousins finding Thielen. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Looked like it was tipped away. Hit his hand or something.
That one, second down.
It could have been a good jump ball.
Easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third down.
And Max stopped him.
He will have the first down inside
Oh,
the
come
10
on.
to the 9-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And Dalvin Cook breaking that tackle, Eddie Jackson.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And Mooney has to catch that.
How they attack him here. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And it's going to be caught.
Inside the 20. And he is
Allen Robinson. Let's go.
When today's NFL,
Little sluggo seam.
quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Whoa, what?
Will be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
Okay.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the interception.
And it Nichols! Let's go!
Snags it for the pick.
Wow, Nichols, let's go, baby.
6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will
I
guarantee
think last year,
don't just make
Nichols had 2 picks, maybe 3.
before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that is tipped away.
Complete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here.
And it's Blau Nichols. The interception that puts us ahead.
As our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. A 2-touchdown victory, 31-17, the final. Next week.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, "Don't do that again." What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, "Let's put it in the end."
Feels just a rough day today, but we've taken some shots.
I know we're being a little
Hasn't exactly
facetious here,
done
but bottom
the
line,
greatest, but
take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles are ends.
so he's getting field goal range.
Can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
Darnell Mooney, let's go. First down.
Another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at
All right.
17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive
A
side.
touchdown.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points.
And Nichols.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Cousins looking for the penalty there, but not going to get it.
And that just means
Oh, I don't know. That was
from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up?
a little testy.
That's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, Cousins.
Over the middle, and that's going to be picked off by Gibson.
One that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive
Can we do it with
backs
Darnell
he's gotta
Mooney?
deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
First down, let's go.
But not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and
Oh, wow.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean,
That was just a bad decision. This game, I'm just not locked in.
to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen,
We're just not locked in today.
Tight end Herb Smith, the
But our
inside
defense
receiver.
is keeping us in the lead and keeping us in the game.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They run with Cook. He's been busy.
And it's Tonga.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled it.
they know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 35 yards that time on the punt.
At their own 28-yard
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
The first down there.
Bears first down is good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is down.
And no one sticks with Mooney.
39 yards there.
Standing all by himself.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Tariq Cohen in the end zone. Let's go, baby.
Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Hard-fought game.
Speed as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return.
Oh, wow. And he has some room, and, well, Bush was really the last one catching him from behind.
45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now Cousins. Short throw to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Cousins now to throw on first down.
And Quinn is there. Let's go.
Taken down for a sack.
Good coverage downfield.
7-yard line. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the
And that's in traffic, and Trufant pushes
and that'll be incomplete.
Thielen, and it's
Good
dropped.
shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Play fake. Cousins.
And there's Khalil Mack. Let's go.
Second back at the 42.
And that's a big play there.
Mack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get
In prime time.
action.
Yeah, 'cause they're not
And that's Mack's third sack of the season. Not a lot for him, but
That for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, Slayton needs to a play-action sack. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
zone, zone, zone.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will
Pressure and Fields' face from 3 directions. And that is a bad throw.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
All right.
Vikings offense now heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
What a throw.
keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Big hit there.
Right side, taken
And
down.
Tonga's shaking up there.
And he'll be taken down at the 40.
And he's the one that's made the big plays today.
The pickup on the last completion, so here's
Man.
give to Cook.
Not going anywhere. That's Mack and then Roquan.
A line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to
Dislocated shoulder. He's going to be out the rest of the game. And Mack is there, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds by Trufant.
Had his hands on it, but
And the defense comes up big again.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense
Tariq Cohen's going to check in.
forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hunter doing work as always.
But you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Big play.
Taken in, and he's brought
Fields has 4 interceptions today.
23.
Cousins has 3.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not
And
that big of a
Williams
deal to
on
me.
the outside.
Keep firing.
The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play. For
And
real.
Fields is going to take this in.
Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will extend their lead. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes.
We had to run that football.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do.
And that might seal it right there.
He has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 2 minutes to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Big plays by big players.
In possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And that's almost ripped out of Thielen's hands.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Keep him in bounds.
Into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Again, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up, they're hustling up to the line. He's going to let it fly.
And that's knocked away.
Almost had it for the pick.
Good throw, but we're playing deep right now.
Interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
That's a good throw if we aren't playing as deep as we are.
Cousins again. Now
Again.
throw deep downfield. And this
Ooh,
is
I don't know about that.
a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably gonna
I don't know about that.
kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side.
Ooh.
And hope that one of the guys can come up with
He's
it.
got one,
Get that hands team ready.
and he's
No
out.
doubt about it.
But they're going to say he's in.
Adam Vinatieri for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Does he have a call go the Vikings' way? Will it actually matter in this one?
And it's polished off by a Viking score. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick.
Oh, and we do pick it up. Oh, the Vikings almost recovered that.
Just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make
And we need to get into field goal range.
It was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On second down now. It's Cohen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On third down they go Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And there it is.
Vikings going to use their third and final.
That will be your ball game. So even though we don't have a great
Seconds to go in the
showing by either quarterbacks, ultimately it's Fields' legs and, well, the Bears' defense that keeps us in this game.
Take a knee to end a game. That means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands.
But that
for the kids, your gloves,
makes
your
it
towels. Get to share it with the home team.
6-2 all in the division. We have
The Chicago Bears, and you've got
the
to say, CD, it was the
tiebreaker,
defense who had a
and we
big
take
part
over
in the
first
W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4
with a
turnovers,
struggling Green Bay
you get to
and,
enjoy the spoils of
well, an
victory.
always
It's
struggling
rare that you
Lions
force
team.
4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bears, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6.
4 interception by Fields, not a clean game. Cousins had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Both of them had 311. Cook 53 yards, the 2 touchdowns by Fields, and the 1 by Cohen is really the difference. 148 for Irv Smith, 109 for Darnell Mooney, the touchdowns by Thielen and Dalvin Cook.
Saying so long, everybody.
Roquan with 12 tackles. Tackles for loss. Nichols had 2. Edwards had 2 sacks by Hunter, Mack, Kendricks, Quinn, shared by Hicks and Edwards. Interceptions by Smith had 2. Nichols had 1. Hughes had 1. Earl Thomas and Gibson. Good press coverage, good zone coverage. James Daniels, pass protector. Fields, another one. The improviser here. Okay. On labor about 5 weeks. All right, the bye week. Daz is back, so we're going to see him in so that means we're not going to need Pettis on the roster now. Is it? This can't be Khalil Mack's brother. Yeah, it's Ladarius. Isaiah. Ooh, Jamie Collins. Okay. I'm going to sim this because I don't think it will actually fix itself. Will actually sim. Okay, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. See what he can do. Jordan Love behind him. There might be a change of the guard in the next couple of years. Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, Dexter Williams, Scotty Phillips, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, Marquise Valdez-Scantling, Devin Funchess, Amari Rogers, Robert Tonyan, Jay Sternbringer, David Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins, Royce Newman, Josh Myers, Trey Turner, Cole Van Lannon, John Simon, Dean Lowry, Taekwon Lewis, Kingsley Kiki, Jordan Smith, Kenny Clark, Todd Darrell, Slayton, Zadarius Smith, Rashawn Gary, Kyrus Barnes, Camille Martin, Preston Smith, Jair Alexander, Anthony Brown, Chan Sullivan, Eric Stokes, Shamar Jean Charles, Darnell Savage, Adrian Amos, Henry Black, Eddie Pinheiro, J.K. Scott. And that will be the Packers roster. So we have the Packers, Lions, Deshaun Watson, the Texans, back to the Vikings, and then the first matchup between the two college superstars, now first round draft picks, Trevor Lawrence, who went first, and Justin Fields, who went 11th. That's going to be week 16, a big rookie showdown here. Let's see if there's anything. Cam doing work. Justin Fields behind him, MVP. I don't think a rookie's ever got an MVP. Fields, Offensive Player of the Year, trying to get it. Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year right now looks like Justin Fields. And then we'll have to give Hurts. If he gets it, he is the draft class behind. It was in 2020, so we'll have to actually increase his as well. Nixon, Young. I think Young is already an X Factor, but if not, we'll increase him. But Nixon, okay. Darnold, best QB, though. Allen Robinson. Okay. Cam, doing work. Not the high tower. Okay. Tua and Herbert. Burrows. Oh, Zach Wilson's the next one. Zach Wilson is doing better than Trevor Lawrence stat-wise, but Lawrence has the Jags to a 7-3 record. Patrick Queen, Ladarius Sneed. Okay. Cam Newton, best QB. Burrow's in there. Wilson's in there. So is Lawrence. So is Tua. There's Chubb. Najee Harris. Kobe Myers. Jamar Chase. Okay. Wyatt Teller. Davion Clowney. All right. That's the stats. Let's go through the player stats right now, right quick. Let's just go for it for the Bears. So Fields, just over 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, completion of 64%, rating 92. Rushes, Monty with 496 and 426 for Cohen. So good two-headed snake there. 6 touchdowns for Fields. Receiving 872 yards for Robinson. Kometa has almost 600. Mooney with 4. Cohen with almost 4. 12 touchdowns for Robinson. Komet with 5. Okay. Sacks given up. Tevin Jenkins with 8. Daniels with 4. Mustapher with 4. Defense, Roquan Smith with 108. For solo tackles, 44. Assists is 64. Tackles for loss. Trevathan with 9. Sacks. Hicks has 6. Quinn has 4.5. Mack with 3. 2.5 by Edwards. And 2 with Collins, but not for us. Interceptions, 2 by Eddie Jackson, Johnson, and Tashawn Gibson. Nichols with 1. Trufant with 1. What about forced fumbles? Quinn with a forced fumble and a recovery by Johnson. No blocks, no safeties. So that'll be your stats for everyone right now. Thank you all for joining me. Go ahead and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.